I got asked how I create the sound for my YouTube videos, and some people think I use the free plugin Restream and set the signal to OBS. You see here are a lot of audio signals, my microphone, desktop audio, and so on. You can change the volume here, and you can mute signals. And here I've got a filter and can put in a limiter to it and so on. But that's not how I work. I show you my tools. The first one is the RME Total Mix for my Fireface. I love it. This interface has 10 analog inputs, SPDIF, and 16 edit channels or Toslink. And the first 12 digital channels here are for my speaker because I'm using Dolby Atmos 7.1.4. And you can say, well, all the other channels are free. Well, they are not, because the sound of Chrome is sent to analog 1, 2. And I want to get this signal back to the input so I can record it. Well, you can use it analog. You take two cables, one for the left and one to the right, put it to the output and back to the input. But you will lose some quality because you convert the digital signal to analog and back from analog to digital, and you're using analog cables. And you can't put something else for this input. So instead of this, I've got this loopback feature. Some interface got it, some don't. And the signal of this output will be sent digitally to this input. So this output to this input with no cable, and the input is free for putting or connecting synthesizers and so on. And I use it very often. So analog 1, 2 is for Chrome, and here at this channel we've got all the system sound. Channel 13, 14 is the copy of Nuendo left and right, and then we've got here at this part 15, 16 we've got the copy of the Nuendo Q or the loopback of Nuendo Q. So when I'm doing a mix in Nuendo at the mixing console and I'm doing here some cues mixing, I can do the loopback of this. Okay, so this is my first tool that I use, RME Total Mix with the loopback. Now let's go to the recording. Well, some people think, well, you're using Nuendo, so record the sound in Nuendo. Well, I don't, because I can't. When I'm doing videos, I'm not just recording and then just record my voice and nothing else. I play something, I go back, and so on and so on. And so I can't record because I got to record the whole time. So I use another tool, and this tool is Reaper. And here you can see all the channels I'm recording. The first one is the output of Nuendo. The second is my voice. The third one, the system sound, so Spotify, Will C player, and so on. The next one, voice meter. So this is the sound when I'm doing online sessions, the sound of Zoom, Teams, and so on. Very important when I'm recording interviews, but recording too when I'm doing coachings. When my coaches want to have a recording and I will send them the video recording of the Zoom session, it's mono. So the stream is stereo, but the recording is in mono. That's not very well. So I can record the sound in here and then do a down mix and replace the sound in Zoom with this sound. So all the coaches get a perfect video with perfect sound. So the next one is Trigger. We'll talk about this in a few seconds. The next one is Chrome. Very important to sound the Chrome independently, because when I'm doing interviews and the people are not just talking, they show me some sounds in their DAW, let's say Cubase, Logic, what else. Very often we use audio movers listen to, and I want to record the signal separately. So I record the signal here with Chrome, and then I can record the Nuendo Q-Mix. So these are all the files I'm recording. And then I've got a lot of WAV files. And the last tool is Nuendo. So I import all the tracks to here, and then I can change the volumes very fast. I've got all the settings here, but now let's talk about the trigger signal that you can see in Reaper here. What is this for? This is for this microphone. So it's for two reasons. When I'm doing these videos, you see I don't have headphones. And when I play something at the speaker, you hear the signal twice. You hear the original signal, the loopback, and the microphone, the room sound. And this doesn't sound very nice. And the second is the sound of the keyboard here. So let's play a harp. Sounds okay. But the microphone hasn't been open. So I play again and the microphone is open. So you hear the keys. Okay, let's try the keyboard in front of me. Not very beautiful. So in the early days, what I did was to go to a part and then mute it by hand. For example, here you can see here is some sound coming from Chrome. Let's remove it. And let's go to another part and find it. And here, let's remove my voice. And so on. But this is very time consuming and we don't have time. So I wanted to automate this. And I tried to use a gate. I don't like gates. And it didn't work. Because the sound of the keys sometimes triggered the gate. So what I'm doing, I've got in front of me the Korg Tactile, and I've got a sustain pedal for my left foot. This one goes to here, is transformed from 64 to 63, because I do not want to have two different sustain signals or pedals. So I just wanted to have here one. The right one is sustain and the left one is just for the trigger. So we have this signal, and now I go to this synthesizer. Here, this instrument, we've got the MIDI channel input transformer, and 63 is transformed to a note. And here I'm having the retro dog. It doesn't matter what kind of synth you've got here. It's just a simple saw. The sound is not important. And then when I press a key, you can see the signal. So I didn't press a key. I pressed the pedal back. And I press it again. And this one is routed to the output trigger. So let's have a look at this output, and you can see it here at the right. Here is trigger. So, and this signal that has been recorded, this one goes to the gate. So this is the gate, and you can see I've activated the sidechain and the routing. You see here we've used the trigger input from this channel above. So every time when I press the pedal, I got to press it before I speak and leave it when I stop speaking. Every time I press the pedal, I create this trigger signal that creates an audio signal that will be recorded, and this one triggers the gate. Yeah, so after this, I just level all the different parts and then press export. After this, I use Filmora by Wondershare for some video editings and replacing the audio. And this is how I create my sound. I hope I could help you. When you like this video, please give me a thumb up. It would make me very happy. And when you get some more questions or suggestions, just leave a comment. And at the video above, you can see 17 tips what you can do when there is no sound coming out of Cubase. See you on the next time. Bye.